Hey, y'all, it's just K1 here. Dentist update about the teethies. My appointment is for next Friday, December 27th in the morning. I've never, I've had a tooth extracted before and I've had a crown, but I've never had like a surgery like this. So keep me in your prayers, y'all. And I don't think I'll be vlogging, maybe like before and after. I'll let y'all see and talk to y'all later on if I'm okay, if I'm feeling better or whatever. Because I don't know, I'm kind of scared, y'all. This is the before of going to get the two wisdom teeth pulled in Homewood. It's just one, it's just K1, y'all. I'm scared. I'm not, you see, I'm mixing up my words. I'm with TT. We going in. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Peace. Hey, y'all, it's just K1. I'm just popping on to let you know how I'm doing. I still have some swelling on the left side. The right side is fine. So I'm going to put an ice pack on. But you know, this morning, had to do early mornings to pop out for the butters. Can't go into 2025 without correct butters. But anyway, y'all, I bet your breakfast is better than mine. Just got a smoothie. Can't drink none out the straw yet, and no coffee. But anyway, y'all, PJs all day. I'll wrap a taste with you later. Peace. phone, got my coffee. I got my coffee pajamas, y'all. What does it say? Love and a cup of joy. A cup of joy. A cup of joy. That ain't what I've been experiencing lately. But anyway, y'all. Hi, y'all. It's just K1 here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. I know, raw and uncut. Y'all know I'll be bringing it to you raw and uncut. Yes, I got on my little headscarf that's twisted sideways. I don't care. I wanted to get on here to address and talk about what I'm going through, like over the last maybe just week. We made a week yesterday. So, hey y'all, how you doing? Happy holidays, happy new year. It's just K1 here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, y'all, come on in. New subscribers, you are always welcome. And returning people, you know the deal. I'm here in my PJs today because today's topic is a little mini vlog about getting your wisdom teeth pulled as an older person. Okay, so let's roll it back. I went to a new dentist like a couple of years ago, and at that time, none of my wisdom teeth were pulled. And after she did the whole analysis and all this stuff, she said, you know, we're gonna have to come back and address the wisdom teeth, you know. So to me, that was like 20 years down the road. You know how I'm like very passive on that. So then things happened in between over the years where one, I needed a crown for up here. That was nothing, but it took 3 times with the fitting. And then I had also had an extraction down here where I still had a baby tooth. Yes, at 52 or 3, I had a baby tooth that was still hanging on down here. I don't know, y'all. So anyway, that was extracted, but not from her. So I have a space down here at the bottom of my mouth. So all along, what was happening to the wisdom teeth at the top and the back, she was just filling them. I had no problems with them. I had no problems with them at all. I didn't have cavity over the next couple of years. I mean, it's very important for you all to get your teeth checked out and follow, if you can, financially, the routine and the steps that your dentist predicts you to do. Okay? So it comes around to back in maybe, I think September, October, middle of October. I was sitting here, you know, I'm watching the TV. I wasn't on the couch. And I had that little Hormel pack of it's like an appetizer thing, or it's the kind you take to parties and stuff, and it had the pepperoni, the cheese, and the crackers in there. And I was eating a piece of it. And I ate a piece of pepperoni, and you know pepperoni's soft. So when I ate it, when it got to the back of my mouth, I heard crunching, like it was a cracker, and it wasn't. And then, of course, TMI, I put it in my hand, and it was a piece of the chip crown filling that had been put on there. So immediately that same week, I had a dentist appointment for a cleaning, and I called that day to tell them that, you know, what happened or whatever. So they said they would address it as soon as I got there. As soon as I got there, they did address it. They looked at it. You know, she came in. Dr. Snow came in and was like, Kelly, you know what we talked about this, what, many million years ago? That I wasn't trying to accept, then I wasn't feeling it, I wasn't there with you mentally, physically, economically, nothing. Yeah, I remember when we talked about it. I just said no, I didn't, because I'm kind of passive like that. So she was like, remember we had that conversation, it's time to address the conversation again. So immediately I'm just like, in my mind, it's just like I'm just shrinking. So then she was like, I'm going to send you to orthodontist to get these looked at, and it's probably going to be time to pull them. So immediately, you know, in my brain, I'm saying, no, the hell you ain't, and no, you ain't, and no, she ain't, and no, nobody else ain't, da-da-da, da-da. Okay, roll it forward to the orthodontist. I go for the consultation. Of course, the orthodontist is biased. She said, I like to pull them. That's what she does for a living. So, she tells me the procedure. She explains to me the difference in getting a shot as opposed to getting put to sleep. If you get put to sleep, I can get in there and do everything I got to do and get out. You're done. If I get the shot, I'll have to come back again for the second half. Well, you know, if I don't want you to come in my mouth for the first time, what make you think I'm going to let you come for the second? It's probably negative now. So I decided on getting put to sleep and just let her do whatever she got to do. Get in there. Done. Okay. So the problem was, it wasn't a problem, but the issue is that your insurance company has to approve this, and that takes time. And so we were rolling into, by this time, November, in the beginning of December. So I never thought they would approve it by December. Why they approve it in December? Well, as soon as they approve it, I had to call and make an appointment. So remember, I already went for the consultation, so I got an appointment. So the appointment was December 27th. You know what I mean? Why not go out with a bang, huh? You know? So anyway, the appointment's for December 27th in the morning. It's 9:30 in the morning. I just want to get it over it in the morning, get it over it. So we set that up. So 24 hours before the time you go, you can't eat anything after midnight. Not that I do, but anyway. And then the day of, you can't even have water. And then you go there, and then so all along, I just kept pushing. I kept saying December 27th is a long way away, but I work in accounting, so I know the dates, man. I knew I was off for holiday and getting online, doing this and that, kind of on call. And when Christmas came, I knew when Christmas came, it was going to be a signal. Doo-doo-doo, you got an appointment in 2 days. So Christmas came, Christmas Eve came, Christmas came. And Christmas was on Wednesday, and I knew my appointment was on that goddamn Friday. I was just like... So I'm trying to, do mind over matter. I try to do mind over matter. A lot of things in my body. I try to do mind over matter. Get past it, So we get to Friday. So I remind my friend that's coming to pick me up what time I want to be there. We get there. Well, we leave here. I'm BSing around in the house. I'm just BSing around. I know we got to get there a certain time. We get there. When I get to the car, to get in the car, I'm BSing around. Then we get to the place. I'm still messing around. She getting her purse to get out, and I'm still just sitting there talking. No. So then we go in. So we get out the car. I'm like, T, I can't do it. I can't. I'm scared. So we go in. So it's like a couple of people waiting. Some people are waiting on people. Some people are there for, I guess, follow-up or other issues, whatever. Like 2 or 3 people. So those people all get called. One person go out the door. So it's just me and my friend T. So the lady comes out. The hygienist comes out. I remember her with that blonde hair. And so she comes out and she's like, so I'm looking at T and looking at my phone. And T was like, that lady looking at you. I'm like, no, she ain't looking at me. She looking at you. She ain't looking at me. She looking for somebody else. She looking for somebody else sitting down here. She wasn't looking at me. And so she's like, hey, Casey, we gonna get you together. Shut up. I'm not trying to hear. My mind ain't with that right now. My mind ain't there with her. I know she do a trillion of these a day. My mind ain't there. My mind is on freeze, scared mode, scared out of shit, whatever. So then T started laughing like, oh, hey, I'll be out. Yeah, you gotta be out here. Yeah. You remember how Tina Turner was like, yeah, whatever. So I go on the back. So she immediately says, oh, I gotta take a sip of coffee because I can't have coffee, y'all. Y'all see me make my coffee. So, we get in the bag. She said, you have to use the bathroom. I was like, no, because at this point, I'm just trying to get it over with. I'm just kind of over it. And I had support from many friends, family members, coworkers, everybody. A couple of people, I've made some friends at the gym, a couple of people from there, everybody just reaching out, telling me, giving support, saying you're going to be okay, blah, blah, blah. I was very nervous for the fact that most of the people I talked to, they had their wisdom teeth pulled when they were younger. None of the people I talked to had it done as an adult. They had it like in their 20s and 30s. I mean, the 20s were when most of them had it. My daughter had hers when she was 24. And she had all 4 at the same time. So I'm going to try to get my son to just go on and get them done. If he can. As soon as he start. That's a whole nother story, y'all. But anyway, I just want him to get it. I just feel that the recoup. Because I look at my daughter. I was with her when she had them in her recoup. In 2 or 3 days, my daughter was done. I'm on a whole week now. And I'm still having soreness, sensitivity. Okay, so back to the procedure. So I go in there, and she's like, let me take your blood pressure, blah, blah, blah. This is the hygienist. And then she's like, how you doing? Like, it's cold outside. I try to talk about the weather. Whenever I'm nervous, I try to talk about the weather. Or when I don't want to talk to you about the point. So remember that. So she's like, yeah, it's real cold. Today's one of the coldest days. And yeah. I'm just like, what you just call with it? I can't deal with the BS. I'm anxiety. So she was like, your blood pressure is a little high. Most of the time, your blood pressure is high because you can have a procedure. So you're nervous. So she put the IV in. She told me what I was going to feel a little burn. The IV went in. After the IV, when I woke up, I was in a recovery. I don't remember nothing. I wanted to see my teeth. But I was told. Okay. So I was under. They did what all they had to do. I'm in recovery. So while I'm in recovery, that's the picture you see all across social media where I'm looking crazy as hell. When I wake up in recovery, they were like, I'm going to bring you the post something directions and we're going to get you out here. I know you're ready to go. I'm like, no, damn, I just got here. Because I guess the sleep-wise and in my mind and the drugs or whatever, I don't know. I felt like I was still in that other room. And now just because I'm in another room don't mean I'm ready to go because y'all ain't did shit. But I could tell by the way my mouth felt, the way my face felt, they did something. I could tell. Because, like, the top and the bottom was just all. So, they had gauze in my mouth. So, she came in, she explained the post stuff, things you can't do, you can do. My friend TT was able to come in the back. She was like, your prescriptions are in, you can go pick them up. You need to take it easy for the next couple of days. No lifting, none of that. You cannot drink through a straw. Liquids, you can only probably eat liquids, mashed potatoes, jello, yogurt. I call it all BS food because it's nothing to maintain. Now, remember, I had to take medicine, okay? So we get ready, we wrap it up. She gives me a little packet with the toothbrush and all the stuff, some more gauze, more literature on aftercare after you have your teeth pulled. I wanted to see the damn teeth because the left, she told me that the right one was easy to pull, but the left one gave her some trouble because the left one was shaped like a horseshoe. So it's like the teeth are like across and then down, right? But that's how the right one was. But the left one was like across, and then it had a little curly curl going at the bottom. And that one gave us, and I could tell by the way my face felt that this side was more a little swollen than this side. So, and the gauze was just, it was irritating because they pushed it back up in there, but the more I talked, the more it moved to the front, which I guess you weren't supposed to be talking. You know, I'm a talker. I'm running my mouth. So anyway, let's move on. Prescriptions, and I also grabbed some things from Walgreens, like more gauze, popsicles, which in the end I couldn't eat the popsicles because I couldn't suck on them, because I can't suck through a straw. Some other little, I think I had soup and everything here already. I went and got mashed potatoes and gravy from Kentucky. Still kind of out of it. Took the medication immediately. She said when I got home, so I did. I had 4 pills. I had 4 things to take. 2 were for pain. 1 was for infection, and 1 was what was it? 2 for pain. First thing I had was the ibuprofen, 600 milligrams. That was for pain. Muscle relaxer. Had that. Then I had something called metronidazole. I don't know. I guess this is for pain or infection. Then I had hydrocodone, antisemifene. I don't know. That was for pain too. So the Metro was for the infection, and then I had this stuff called methylprednisolone. I call it. I don't know. I know a friend named next Stallone. But all of this, right? And these are little bitty pills. Okay. So I didn't want to be all quote unquote drugged up. I just didn't want to be. But those pills help with the pain. Because as soon as I got back, what I did notice in the difference in, I've had a crown put in before where I got the shots, and I've had deep cleanings before where I got the shots. When I've had deep cleanings before, the medicine doesn't wear off for a couple of hours after I got back home, if I come straight home. Even with the crown, because they had to keep going in and out with the crown, it didn't wear off. I mean, one time the antibiotics didn't wear off until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. And that's from going in the morning. When I got back here with this was already starting to creep in. And I was just like, well, damn, what they use it for the other stuff that ain't working for this? But I don't know. It's probably different types of surgeries and different type of procedures. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, y'all. I'm not a dentist. So when I got back here, I started taking everything. I tried to eat the mashed potatoes and gravy. The roof of my mouth was so raw. When I put the mashed potatoes in, and I didn't heat stuff up hot. I had it like room temperature. The gravy. My mouth was like burning when those mashed potatoes went across. I don't know if the instruments they used to get in, whatever they was doing, I don't know. I think they put their foot, the kettle, the black, the car, SUV, everything was up in here. I think everything was up in here. Kamala, Donald Trump, everybody was up in here. Joe Biden, everybody was up in here. I think everybody was up in here. Everybody had a part. Chicago, Tennessee, Florida, India, everybody was up in here. House here, everybody was up in here. That's how I felt. I felt my mouth was just like, everybody was jumping into the pool. So the roof of my mouth was so raw and it hurt. So I just stopped. I ate the mashed potatoes to take the medicine. So what started happening was, instead of eating like regularly like I eat, I normally eat, I have coffee in the morning, I have some with it, and then I eat lunch at 1. And then I have dinner, like 5 or 6, right? I was eating with the medicine, so it was more, the time was more close than spread it out, and it was getting on my nerve because I don't eat like that. So like when I would get up at 9, I would eat I would get something just to take the medicine, and then 4 hours from now would be like 1 or 2. Then I would have to eat it. I don't eat like that, and then like I had to eat at 4. It was just a mess. It was a mess, and it was just driving me crazy. And then the only thing was working was the pain medicine was working, and I think it was working because there was food on my stomach. I've had situations before taking pain medication, and when there's no food, and you take that pain medication on some BS food, something that ain't enough to withstand the medicine jumping into your system, you're going to throw it up. So that's what I did not want to do. And I could tell there was a moment of me going through the first couple of days where I felt like, you know, I got to keep watching the clock because I got to take the medicine at this time. I got to eat some of this. And I didn't want to eat because I was just sick of it, because the way it felt, it was just like it had to be something cold. So I wound up getting some vanilla ice cream. I had some yogurt. I had some peaches. Everything cold, and just slide down. Nothing to chew. Because then, as I got further along in the middle of the week, when I did start chewing, when I was able to get through that, I was chewing with the front 2 teeth. I was so afraid. And at this point, my jaws were still swollen. You know, I started back going to the Y, working out. That wasn't bothering me. Physically, I was fine. But mentally, physically, like besides this, but like this, I was fine. But this and up here was just, it was over. And so then it was making me very sleepy at all different crazy times. I had already had crazy sleep because I was off, but it was making me drowsy. I had to get up to go get a haircut. Y'all do know that on that Saturday. And so what I did the night before, I didn't take the medicine because I knew I had to get up. You know, I did it the gangster way. I knew I had to get up to go drive, and I didn't want to be on medication, so I didn't take it, whatever. So I had to play games like that. And then finally we got towards the end, and then I had my first dentist appointment, my regular dentist appointment, this past Thursday. So a regular cleaning. So, you know, I wanted to cancel this appointment because this wasn't connected to the wisdom teeth coming out. Okay, so all along through the week, I'm doing the salt rinse flushes. I'm doing rinses. I'm doing that. I'm trying to eat certain things. It was miserable. I would try to eat certain things that I used to eat. Not chips and stuff. Chips is out of the question. Anything crunchy is still out of the question. When the Dr. Malaki's office called to check up on me Monday, she was just like, you're going to have a slower recovery than somebody younger than you. So somebody younger than you, probably 2 or 3 days. You're going to have maybe a week to 2 weeks. And then you will have sensations off and on. What? What? I thought this was to help me, man. So it didn't affect my sleep. I slept fine. I didn't wake up in the middle of the night. But what was happening was, before I went to my dentist appointment, this past Thursday, I noticed when I was asleep, I would lock my teeth. I would just lock them and hold them like that and lock them because I was afraid that, I don't know. I was just afraid. And so she told me at the dentist, don't do that, because what that does, it makes your jaws tired. And I already got sensation and stuff going on, trauma back here. I don't need to lock nothing. Just let your mouth, So just do the rinses. So you have to eat light. You still have to incorporate foods back in. I tried to do a salad yesterday. The lettuce is not my friend no more. So now I'm left with, I got some watermelon. Anything cold I'm good with. Or cold or hot. I don't have a sensation against cold or hot. But the watermelon, I got that. I tried to eat my little pastry puff thing I made for Christmas. The pepperoni, it's not happening. It's not. The bread is fine, long as it's really, really soft. I tried to do soup and put a roll in it and chop it up with the bread. The soup was fine, but the bread was gross. And then, so all along, I'm not having real meals. I'm having liquid everything, basically. And a little, maybe a little, just recently, a little breakfast bar, those bars I showed you. But I had my first meal on New Year's Day. So on New Year's Day, I had a recipe. I found this recipe on Pinterest that I had seen before. It was like fettuccine, and I knew I could do noodle, and it was not a problem. Fettuccine with meatballs, and I had the meatballs already, and the Alfredo sauce. So, child, I went and got my recipe. I'm in the kitchen getting down, fixed. I didn't record it, y'all. And so it tastes just like the restaurant. Child. It tastes like Cheesecake Factory, TGI Fridays. It tastes just like that, because I had the unsalted butter in it. So let me tell you the combination. So in the morning of that morning, I think I had coffee from in the house, or tea. I started doing a lot more tea. I had coffee, I think, in the house. And then, I had an iced coffee. I had the Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee I poured over ice. I had that. Then I'm fixing that food later in the afternoon for the dinner. So that food got ready around 4 o'clock. I fixed it. I ate it. It was good. It was yummy. I was able to get it. The meatballs were soft. They were the frozen kind. I was able to get it down. The sauce was fat. It wasn't spicy. It didn't bother my mouth. It took a little time for me to eat because I can't eat as the weight at the, not speed, not that I ate fast, but I don't eat as the same, I don't know, motion that I used to eat before because I have to be careful. So I ate it. So child, around 7 or 8 o'clock, my stomach was like, bitch, are you crazy? That the fettuccine was probably okay, but the Alfredo and the meatballs. So remember, that was the first meal I had all for a week. Was New Year's Day, which was Wednesday. My stomach was like, we ain't having it, sister. We ain't having it, okay? It made me have gas. I was already constipated, TMI, sorry, because all I was having was liquids. I wasn't passing anything out. I just had liquids. So then, my stomach was just tight. I tried to crunch the Tums up the best way I can, these two right here, to eat the Tums. And then I knew I just wanted to use the bathroom to get it out. But it was painful. Like, I mean, it was the thing of putting the pillow on your stomach when it's cold. I don't know if y'all remember that from back in the day. It was just awful. It was just miserable. And then I still needed to eat. So then Thursday I went to the dentist. She checked me out. She said, you still have some swelling. She said, I advise you to still do the salt water rinses. Now this is Thursday, so this isn't even a week out. The week was yesterday, Friday. She said, do the salt water rinses. You still have to incorporate food slowly. That's all I can tell you. She said, I know. She said, as far as chips and all kind of crunchies and Tostita, you can't have that. But don't even look at no popcorn. She said, you can still have the ice cream. But see, those are things still to me that aren't filling. They're like a little temporary fix. So I'm learning a lot more about food. I can have fruit, but I don't want to bite an apple. I could probably have mandarin oranges, and I've smoothied to death. I've had smoothies to death that made, both of them I've smoothied out, so I'm kind of sick of smoothies. I finally got up to have smoothies with strawberries in them because at first I couldn't have any type of berries. I could only have like banana, mango, peaches, like that. So now I do have strawberries in it, but it doesn't even matter. I'm just over it. I'm just over it because I can't have what I want, and I can't eat the way, you know. I'm finally off the medication. That's fine, but still, I had to pop ibuprofen the day I came from the dentist because, as far as the dentist cleaning, she was very gentle, and I shout her out because I couldn't see in my mouth to tell her where not to go, but I know how it felt. So she said, you still got some swelling, so I'm gonna only go. She said, let me know when I'm too close, so I'm getting in the zone. So she cleaned and she got as close as she could, and she gave me a pass on the back because it's still swole. So she said it looks good what they did. She said, but just take your time, drink water, do tea, do water and lemon, you know, stuff like that. But I'm still like, I'm missing my snacks, and y'all know I'm a Tostito. I eat Tostitos like Jay's potato chip. So I still have my coffee, that's fine. But as far as the food, I'm not there yet with the food. And today is Saturday this is just a week out yesterday. So I still have to take my time. So the only thing I can say to people is, one, continue to go to the dentist and get your stuff checked out. You don't want to be a yuck mouth. Two, the procedures you have to get may take over time, you know, through insurance and financial responsibility. But get it done, because if you wait to get stuff done and you push it off, the recovery is just longer. And I find times like, even when I yawn, I try to yawn and I make my mouth go like this because of the air pockets. Because you can feel it. And she was like, you still got some swelling on the left. This is the side that gave the most trouble. And even yesterday, in the daytime when I'm here, I'm sitting up here just doing my regular thing, all up at the top. Now, I didn't have no work done at the top, but all up at the top, I'm getting this stinging sensation. I'm like, I ain't even had no work done on the top of my mouth. Why is it stinging? All on the right top. I was like, I'm going to take ibuprofen, but I tried to push through it, but it was getting, I laid on the couch, whatever, but she said I could still do the ice packs, put the ice packs or the warm packs on my jaw, back at the back, and not just the bottom, do the whole face all the way down. I mean, it's a lot. It depends. I just think it depends on you and your tolerance for pain on the after and the recovery and how fast. I think if you're younger, you can revamp faster. But if you're older, it's going to take a little bit longer. And then the whole thing with the food with me, I mean, we had a refrigerator full of food that I cooked, like for New Year's, and different things we had cooked in between, and different groceries and things I bought. But I can't even eat them because I got to be able to break it down to make it go down my throat. I'm not going to just swallow it down like that. But I have to be so careful with every little thing, things with greens, things with lettuce, things with vegetables. You have to be careful, because what'll happen, it'll go in your mouth, but it won't go down. It'll be sitting back here in the cut. Well, ain't nothing that, and I don't want that because then that'll cause infection. And I'll be right back. So overall, I think it was a good experience, but I would prefer to get it done when I was younger because the recovery now is just like a lot of the after side effects. Like I told you, I didn't have any work done on the top, so why is this up here inflamed like all yesterday? I'm sitting on the it started giving me a headache. I was like, really? So that's where I'm at now with it. I'm still on the salt rinse rush, the salt water rinses. I'm not on any medication now, but I would take an ibuprofen or Motrin for if I had like whatever I would take for a headache or whatever, for muscle relaxers or whatever. I still would have to take that going down the road. But for overall, I think I wanted to see my teeth though, because I know a lot of times people get to see their teeth. I didn't get to see none. I was knocked out. Like I said, but she was telling me, I know you want to get out of here. I'm like, no, I just got here. And then she was like, let me get your bag, let me get your stuff. I'm like, huh? I'm saying to myself, you're gonna rush me out. I don't like that. So when I was telling the hygienist that, she was like, you were probably there already a long time. You just think in your mind, you was in this room, now you in this room. You don't, the in between you ain't never see. But whatever that drug was they knock you out with, that drug was more powerful than the colonoscopy drug. At least the colonoscopy, when you go under, like I said, I think the colonoscopy is only 15 minutes, so it's a shorter time. When you come up, you're in another room. Like I said, in the beginning, it did sound like Charlie Brown teacher when they was talking to me. But I heard the right one gave her some more problems, more problems than the left. But, I don't know. But we'll see. But I don't have any sensation to hot or cold. I still have soreness. This side is still so. But I'm about to tell you, this side was the worst. And it's like, now this one is coming back. This one like, wait for me. I'm so too, y'all. They was both sore. And then this one stopped being anything. It was just plain. And then this one, the soreness was still on. And now this one is back. So I don't know why. I guess it's just a thing coming off the medication or whatever. So we'll see. I'm not back to my regular diet. At least I can have coffee. I'm a coffee head. So at least I can have coffee. I can have water. I've had water. I drink water. It has not disabled me from working out. I'm not on the medication. But take care of your teeth, y'all. Take care of anything with your health, because the longer you wait to get it done and you get procedures done, I just think that, I was always a firm believer. I consider myself fairly in good shape. I don't think I'm in excellent shape, but I just thought that I could withstand it and it just kind of brushed past me like the 20-something year olds. But them teeth, it was like, you ain't 24, girl, don't you? So that's why you have to stay active and work out and stay busy and stay, eating the right things, not being around. I hope you don't smoke. If you smoke, please stop. Don't smoke. All that stuff is clear and jacking up your lungs, and the longevity, you will have issues down the road. I had smokers in my family, my grandfather, my grandmother, my mother. All three of them smoked. One died from a heart attack, one died from colon cancer, and one is still here. And my little sister died from lung cancer, and she was a smoker of not just cigarettes, a whole lot of stuff. So smoking catches up with you one way or the other. I'm not saying just because you smoke you have cancer, but smoking plays a part in your health as you get older. I hate it. I lived with my grandmother. She was smoking. We lived upstairs. It didn't matter. The smoke was coming upstairs. I just can't. My mother smokes. I can't. That spraying the damn air freshener with the smoke, it don't do nothing. You still smell like smoke. I can't. It makes my stomach hurt. It's just bad. I can't be around it. So when I leave here, it's gonna be smoke-free policy. Smoke outside, whatever. But if you smoke, and that's why I get so pissed off about the one thing about, I was telling, and I said, remember, you have shared walls. So with shared walls, it's just not smoking. It's music, it's TVs, it's whatever. When they have company, when they're talking loud, you hear everything through the walls because it's a shared wall. So if you're not ready for that and you don't want that, she has a dog too. You gotta remember that about your pets, whether you have dog, cats, whatever, rabbits, whatever. And then you have people, you have company over. If it's a shared wall, that means you're kind of sharing conversations, noises, everything you turn on every time you walk is shared through the wall. And smoking is a part of that. Smoking whatever you smoking, weed, whatever, vaping, all that's shared. And if I'm not a smoker, I don't want to experience smoke. That's just my right, my prerogative. And to me, you should respect that. So whatever. So she was asking me some about my experience of living in a townhouse as opposed to a house. And then a house, like I lived in a house with my grandmother, so my grandmother smoked downstairs, but it didn't matter. It still came up, and stuff comes through the vents, you know. So I think I had a good experience with the teeth getting pulled. I don't regret it. It's just, and then it happened around the holidays. So like when they called back to check on me, it was like, you still can't do this, you still can't do that. It's no straw, even now, no straws. I can't drink out of straws. I have to drink. My son had bought me a shake one of the days because everything cold on my gums was feeling great. Yeah, it's just taking a little more time. I mean, I know next week when I go back to work, I'm gonna be limited on what I can have. I'm gonna have soup. And what made it so bad, this is the this is the clincher, y'all. During the time, like I got it done last Friday, right? So this Friday was a week. And remember, I've been going to the gym, like, you know, every other day or whatever. Me and my son, we go to the gym, whatever. And the first couple of days, like I said, I could brush with the sensitive toothpaste. That's fine. The regular toothpaste is a no-no. And I couldn't use no mouth rinse or wash because it's got alcohol in it. So I'm afraid to talk because inside my mouth, it felt horrible. It just always felt like I didn't brush at all, even though I did. It's just because I kind of was able to do half, and in my I just was like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk. And so I had mints going, just mints going, just mints going, and so then one of the times when after I got that sensitive toothpaste, it was fine. It felt good and refreshing in the inside. But then when I was able to use the rinse like the day before the dentist appointment, that was good too. Because I can use the rinse during the day, and I have the salt water rinse during the day, and it helped. Like it puts like a coating on it, and it soothes it. So anytime it gets agitated, and like I said yesterday, I did that. Okay. My tools now, my tools. So they give you a regular toothbrush. You're supposed to use a regular toothbrush when you come from there, not an electric. I have millions of toothbrushes from the dentist just for when I go. It's really good. It made my teeth feel smooth, like when they come from getting a cleaning. This is good. The Crest Sensitive tongue scraper, and I got two of them. I got a metal one and a plastic one. She was like, use that, and as soon as I used that tongue scraper, I felt better. So this is my tongue scraper. Yeah. This is the one I've been using because the blue one was, y'all know this went up too. This one went up to almost $20 for this big one. Target. So I was using the Rainforest Mint, but in the beginning I couldn't use this at all. This is almost at the end. So the other day I went, and I wasn't paying $20 for it. So I got the Icy Mint and this one. The green one is my the favorite, the light green one. So I got this one. I'm gonna try this one. And I still do the saltwater flushes. Y'all know about these. Everybody know about these. This rinse really helps because I can stand there and my rinse is a little bit longer. It takes me a little bit more time now. It ain't just in, you know, and I can feel it working on my gums and stuff. And so it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. I'm a person like I told the dentist when she suggested to get my wisdom teeth pulled. I talked to the hygienist like at the dentist left out, and I said, look, I do the right things. I come to the doctor. I get the cleanings. I get the fillings. I do the maintenance. And why it got to be me to got to get a teeth pulled? A tooth pulled? Why? Why do we got? I'm doing what you say do, and I still got to come. It's like it's a mental thing too. You're gonna go through. It's a mental thing. Like I said, people, my family and friends, they were sending me pictures of food. They was talking about the food they was eating on New Year's. I couldn't have a drink on New Year's Eve. It was a mess. It was a hot mess. But I just, I just carried on. I was trying to just recoup that those were like the furthest things from my mind. So a lot of times when you think you want stuff and need stuff, you really don't. And you can get by and you can get in. And so what really taught me that was what I want to bring up to you all is that, remember last year, I don't know if you remember this, last year in January, I was taking my son to work and it was icy. Northwest Indiana, Chicago, Illinois had ice storms and ice this going on, and it was snow out there. Not a lot of snow, but ice on the roads. And the way we take back roads over there. So I wound up sliding and went in an embankment, not deep, just right down thing. But I had to have the car towed out. So ever since when the car got towed and brought back, it was fine. Whatever, it had a little dinghy in the front, a little thing hanging off. I'll insert the picture. But anyway, ever since that time, after that happened, like we didn't have a bad winter last year with snow and blizzard. And when I would go past there on that road, the tire tracks were still in the dirt. So it's out by farmland, like open road and land. And when I would see those tracks, this is what it said to me. It said, God said, You can go down in the hole, but you can get out. You can make your way out. You can come back to the top. You can come back to the top. So every time I see those tracks, I try to take a picture of it. So I said, look at them tracks. That's for my car. Like when I would go past it, the tracks were still out there. The people don't land and come do nothing. But it was horrible, the incident that happened. I was trying to dodge a van from hitting it, and I went in the embankment, and it was all slick. We was all sliding. So, but it just taught me that whatever hole or however you go down, you can always come up, and you gotta have faith and believe. So it may be some growing pains in between, some mild pain, some craziness going on, but you can rise again. You can get out that hole because God said you can. Only because He said you can. So believe that, y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on with my recouping. I know next week is gonna be hard with going back to work physically because, like I said, I'm limited on what I can eat, and it's just like ibuprofen on hand for pain because I'm sure I'm gonna still have little, like I had that little pain yesterday. I'm sure I'm gonna have little eeks of pain going back and forth, and like the after effect. I'm sure I am, but I just want to get back to my eating. I mean, I miss having the corn chips and all the junk food. Don't get me wrong, I miss it because I don't have a lot of junk food, but I do. Y'all know I'm a Tostitos queen and I'm a microwave popcorn queen, but I can't have none of that right now. None of it. So it's like being off it for. I'm already been off it a week. It's like, child. And the weight, it ain't like this taking my weight off. It's just, you know, I still work out. I'm still doing my exercises and stuff. I'm still keeping busy and whatever. And I'm not working out to, side note, to specifically get skinny. I'm just trying to keep moving and, you know, move my body so I don't get like stagnant and whatever, tone it up. Down the road of this year, then I will look into trainers and all that stuff. But I'm taking my time. That's what a lot of this has taught me. Take your time. Like with this, I have to take my time. I can't rush it. I'm trying to get through it and get it over with. It ain't happening that way. My teeth and my body is saying, take your time, girl, because you can't rush it. You rush it, then something else is going to happen. So anyway, getting your wisdom teeth pulled as a 58-year-old. You don't look 58. Get them done when you're young. I like order and I like routine. God said, girl, go sit down somewhere. It's my routine. I'll let you try to take the credit, but it's my routine. It's gonna go the way I want. I'm gonna heal you. I'm gonna get you together. Now you trying to, ain't that many pills and all kind of stuff, and no, I'm gonna get you together. But I want you to take your time. I just want you to know you can make it out. You can make it through the tunnel. You can come up out the hole, y'all. You can come up out that hole. Please believe, keep believing, and have faith, and pray every day. And let me know if you have any questions about getting your wisdom teeth pulled, dentist stuff. I can just tell you the information I have. I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert, a hygienist, or a surgeon, or a dentist, or orthodontist, but I'll let you know what I've been through. Keep up on your appointments, not just dentists, all your appointments. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. It's a new year. Get yourself together. Now, it's just K1. I will wrap a taste with you later and enjoy the rest of your new year. Hope you're out there doing something. You better be doing something. You better be getting up, getting out.